I said, ni hao. That's better. My name is Lucas, and I suffer from FOMO. Some of you may know that's the fear of missing out. Every day, I see hundreds of opportunities, whether it's business ideas, product ideas, marketing ideas, and I have to try to focus. Maybe some of you suffer from it too. I think it's quite common amongst entrepreneurs. If you have a day job like a normal person, you might not be here. So, we want to cook. The number one mistake that I see founders making is trying to go right to the top. I want to be a master chef when they haven't even learned how to do the basics. So I think it's very important we talk about why simple is good and how we have to go step by step to build businesses, to build our teams, to build our marketing channels, etc. So, notice this doesn't say KISS, keep it simple, stupid, like some people say. You're not stupid. I think actually the smarter people are, the harder it is to focus because you have more ideas, you see more opportunities. So, we're not going to start with the Beijing duck because I'm a vegetarian. We're starting with ramen because I love noodles. And by the way, a great product, convenient, cheap, delicious. I think that's a great sales pitch. So we'll come back to the noodles. I want to start at the high level. This is how I view building businesses. At the top, we have a beautiful, profit-making, smooth-sailing machine, a business, enterprise. But we're at the bottom. We're in the water, and actually, since we're in China, it's not a calm lagoon, it's a raging river. And at the end of the river is a waterfall. That's when you run out of funding. And the water moves fast in China. So we've thrown all our pieces in the water, and as we're floating along, trying to avoid our competitors, the rocks, the alligators, the VCs are trying to get a piece of you, we're trying to build the raft. So I think it's important to remember we're doing two things at the same time. We're both designing and building our ship, and we're also trying to steer it and provide the service or product to our customers. So, step by step. We're not trying to jump to the big ship, we're just trying to get to the next phase. Right? So, what's the next phase? Back to the ramen. Ramen profitability, being cash flow positive, and buying ourselves some time. So, I believe it's very important to find one thing that works. Focus on one metric and one channel to hit that metric. We don't need to throw everything against the wall and just see what sticks. We need to be very systematic about doing targeted tests and finding what works. If it's too bland, we add a little salt. So this is my previous company, WaimaiChaoren. We were a food delivery company. This was right before we did the ice bucket challenge, or about 2 seconds before I got ice water dumped on me. Our number one channel was offline flyers. These are some samples. On one side it would explain the service, on the other side it would have some sort of hook, a free drink or some other gimmick. We handed these out outside of subway stations, outside of office buildings. It was extremely effective, 1 to 5% redemption rate, actually meaning people would get the flyer and actually order because it was extremely targeted. A lot of people ask me, they say, I don't know if I can do flyers for my company. I'm not saying you have to do flyers, I'm saying you have to find that one thing that works and just nail it, day in and day out. A lot of people also tell me that doesn't scale. How do you scale that? I want to do a viral video, I want to do SEM. Well, the great thing about things that don't scale is actually they do scale, but it's linear. So you're not going to hit a wall like when you run out of traffic on SEM. Good quote by Paul Graham, go meet your people, do things that don't scale. I personally have given out thousands and thousands of flyers. We had hundreds of full-time staff managing thousands of part-time people handing out millions of flyers a day. It does scale if you put your mind to it. It's a management problem. Airbnb, by the way, heard this quote, and they flew to New York to meet their original hosts, and they started hiring professional photographers to take photos of the apartments. That set the standard very high on the platform for having high-quality photos. Now, even though not all the photos are by professional photographers, that's continued. But it's something that doesn't scale. Just a quick video. I don't know if we have sound.
Hello, Steve. Thanks for coming. My name is John. Any questions before we start? Good. How does your company currently measure results in digital marketing?
Well, we look at the bigger picture and try to see what kind of ripple effect we go for the key influencers who are, at the end of the day, we want to create a halo effect around our brand recognition.
We try to fine-tune engagements to get...
Working on getting a real 360-degree view of the customer.
Cross-segment synergies. Like?
Closed loop marketing.
Sir,
Classification of our brand.
SEO?
Click-through rates?
Okay, I'll end it early. I think the point is obvious, right? We don't need buzzwords. We need one channel that works, one thing that scales that we can continue to do. My current business is called xixilab. We do teeth straightening and teeth realignment, direct to consumer. So the point I want to make here is that with food delivery, we weren't inventing food delivery. We weren't inventing the flyers. All we were trying to do is one simple phase shift from ordering by phone to ordering on an app. Now what we're doing with teeth delivery is instead of going to a hospital, you go to us directly, and we can save you a lot of time and money. So think about what is the one thing you can do with just one small tweak that makes a difference, and then how do you push that out and make it big. I'm Lucas. Thank you. Look forward to talking later.